To get to the online reservation calendars, there's two ways to do it now. From the new district website, if you go to schools and you go to Forest Park, when you get to the Forest Park area, we have these other submenus that relate to Forest Park stuff. We have a library submenu. On that library page is where Louise has a bunch of different resources. You can schedule anything from the library by clicking on this link. You can schedule other things like the computer labs, media carts, and the gym by clicking on this link. If you're used to doing things like we did last year, you can still use the Tech Wiki, which is under your FPS sites bookmarks that are on your bookmark bar at the top. When you come to the Tech Wiki, you would click on the FPMS calendars page, and that would also get you to all the same calendars. Everything's just linked up in two places so you can get there however you want. On the calendars page here, the reservation calendars are still available for Computer Lab 411, Computer Lab 307, Media Cart 1, which is stored in the 8th grade, or for the 8th grade teachers across from the office. If it's available, 7th grade teachers can use it as well. We just keep it in the 8th grade area. This one we keep in the 7th grade area. It is stored in the 7th grade pod. So those calendars are all still individual to those items, and the gym reservation for STAR class is also its own calendar. The LMC resources calendar has just the LMC resources on it. Anything that is housed in the LMC, the laptop carts, the iPod cart, reserving the LMC computer area or the table area, all of that will be on this calendar. So how this will work is when you come to the calendar, because it is all on the same calendar, we've added a new little coding system. So if you want to reserve the LMC computers, as an example, when you make your reservation, you would start off by putting C, and that's the code for the LMC computers. If you want to reserve the tables, that would be a T. If you want to reserve a laptop cart, LTC for laptop cart, and then you would follow that with a W if you want the white cart, which has 30 on it. The green cart would be a G, which has 15. The blue cart would be a B, which has 15. The iPod cart is just IP. If you plan to use the iPod cart, please get in touch with Chad ahead of time because we'd have to load whatever media you want to use on there. And then if you want to check out the LCD projector bag that's stored in the AV room, you can just put an X for the LCD projector bag. So how this works is just the same as before. Let's look at September as an example, as we have some reservations on here already. If I look on this first day here, I have added that I want to reserve the iPod cart for period 5A. If somebody else wanted to reserve something on that day, you can still reserve other things. Over here, it looks like Jillian has the laptop cart white reserved for hours 3, 4, 6, and 7. Down here on the 11th, the iPod cart, John has this reserved for hours 3, 4, 6, and 7. When you click on this, you can see more information about the reservation. So if we look here, as an example, it says that he has the iPod cart and he's going to be doing a 9/11 video activity. So how that gets put in, you reserve things the same as before. You click on a date. So let's click on the 1st. And when you come in now, you see everything listed as events. I'm going to click Create, and it takes me to the same window as last year where you're going to put in your information. So let's say that Mr. Smith wanted to reserve laptop cart white. Name is Smith for hours 3, 4, 6, and 7. So you would put that in, and then down here is the information about how you plan to use that resource. So opening activity, looking at teacher webpage. Maybe Mr. Smith is going to use the laptops with his students to look at his teacher webpage, show them how to get there. I click Submit. That item is added now as an event. I go back and I view the calendar, and it's listed as another line in the date. So that's how we plan to do that for library resources. So it's all in one calendar, it's all in one central location. It'll make it a lot easier when you as a teacher are looking to reserve things. You can already see what's reserved without having to jump between different calendars. Louise is also using this to communicate when she isn't out of the library or upcoming library reservations or events. So this will be a really great thing. If you want to just bookmark straight to this calendar, you can. And this should be a great resource that we use to reserve things in Forest Park. Thanks for watching, and let Louise or Chad know if you have any questions.